Good morning and welcome back to the channel. My name is Amara and I promise you bikes will show up in just a second. Okay, so I'm outside in the garden because I'm actually filming something for the building project. So if you're interested in construction, house building from the ground up, or building a tiny little house, then you can go over and look at my other playlist. This playlist is going to stay with bikes. We had a bit of an issue. Rainy season 2024 was literal bull stuff. It was the most complained about rainy season I think I've ever heard of whilst I've been here. Everyone was complaining that it's too hot,
it's too rainy, the rain started, then it stopped for ages, and then it carried on, but it came back worse. It was way too much rain in one amount of time. There was flooding in areas. It was really bad.
It wasn't great. It was not great. So you may have noticed that I haven't posted for a while. I'm trying to use the phone to block out the sun. It was pretty intense, pretty insane. So as a result of that, all my devices died slowly one by one. So my laptop went first, and then all my storage and footage was on there. My tablet had a bit of an episode. Literally has gone off on a mad one. It's forgotten what it even is. It doesn't even know what device it is anymore. It's just gone mental. You can't even factory reset it because it doesn't know what to reset itself to. My phone decided to do exactly pretty much the same thing. So I was without devices, which meant I had to go on a forced break from the internet, which was but I have managed to get some new gear. So I've missed out a lot of footage because I backed things up on all my other devices, and obviously as they went down all the footage got lost, and obviously subsequently as we go on there'll be bits of footage that may be missing a bit, but we're going to carry on with the project. So in the last video we were doing engine-y stuff. There's a problem with the engine, with the starter part of the engine. There's a ring gear that goes inside the engine which helps with all the starting, and obviously the crank, it wasn't cranking over fast enough. We were changing that because of shipping handling, and it ended up taking so long to get here, and it ended up being the wrong part, and I didn't want to wait again and do absolutely nothing. We started doing body work on the bike. I was like, let's do some fabrication. I've not done that before. I had some ideas for what I wanted the bike to look like. So that is where we're up to now. I lost a lot of footage of me doing the actual working on the frame, cutting things and whatever, but we're gonna head to the garage of me before. So I'm gonna head back to work on the house stuff, and you are gonna head into the garage to see me last year to see 27-year-old me struggling with bodywork and framework. So yeah, enjoy it. So this is what Shadow looked like in the last vlog that we did, and this is Shadow now. So obviously we've done a lot of work on the bike. We've kind of gone for a bit of a bobber type look, like a really clean bike. But yeah, obviously I've lost a lot of footage here, neatening up some of the cuts that I'd done in the first place. Let's carry on from there. Okay. We still have to figure out what kind of an exhaust we're going to go for, and whether or not we definitely straight pipe it. Hello, hi! Okay, so just kind of cut it straight down without accidentally touching anything else. This bracket I'm not really too sure about yet. I don't think we need it, but if not, I'll cut it off real close like I'm going to do here, and follow that when we start cleaning up the frame. Also, it looks like it's going to rain again, so the video might be a bit dark because Ponyo's making so much noise. He wants to go play out in the rain, but it's not started raining yet. Although I've opened like the windows and the curtains, and I'll get the other curtains and windows and stuff, the video might probably be a bit dark anyway. But yeah, everything is like a total mess. We have bits of wiring, we have old handlebar, another handlebar that I was going to use that I didn't end up using, bits of pieces and tank and stuff that I was using to do framework, welding stuff, all the exhaust. I was just like, it's all here. All the exhaust, I still don't know what I'm doing with the exhaust. I want to straight pipe it, but we'll see. I just wanted the clips off those, but anyway, so it's all, yeah, it's all messy. So yeah, so much work has gone into it. Literally, this is the back of parts that we have removed so far from the Shadow. This was part of the bum bit that used to hold the number plate. The handlebars in there, the bars in there, that section there. Oops, I'm just going to leave that like that. And then we have this box as well of stuff. I put new oil in and then we had to drain it and then re-pour it and drain it, and we never really started the engine properly, so I've kept that. Wiring bit, everything that's ever come off and everything that we're thinking of putting on, the engine parts in it for the so all of the parts stay together so that they don't get lost, and also if there's anything that we've taken off that we need to put back on or reference, it's all there. So it's just a good habit to have. I was having a lot of issues mounting the battery in the bike so you couldn't see it, to try and get it hidden within the framework. So in the end it turned out we just thought it'd be a lot safer to side mount the battery. With the seat, obviously you want a clean single seat, and then raise the tank up just a little bit so the frame for the tank and the frame for the seat just kind of work together and kind of create a nice straight line. We needed something to be covering that rear tyre so it's not just flicking dirt up your back. I ended up taking the front mudguard and cutting that down, using some of the metal that I didn't use the rest of the metal. I then used in the rear mudguard, and so what I did was splice it down the middle so I had two equal sections and separate them out. And I kind of liked having a gap in between. I don't know, it just looked kind of cool.
Well, every time, every freaking time. That's the note. Just me and her.
So what I then wanted to do, after I'd kind of mocked it up and hammered bits out, because obviously the curve on the front is a lot deeper than the shallow curve I needed on the back, so I had to hammer bits out of it. It made it a bit wavy, it was a bit crazy. So yeah, we had to do some metal work on that. I have not done metal work before. I haven't done any body work before, so I found this really, really difficult. So basically what I wanted to do was try and get it as smooth as I could, and then from there I could then, once I'm going to fill it with body filler and stuff, obviously I can get the really light waves and some more of the like low points out. I lost a lot of footage where I was working on the rear mudguard, where I was actually cutting up the front mudguard to make it and splicing in a bit of metal in the middle to get the gap, but it was just basically cut and weld. It was a bit of a botched job. So I was kind of happy with the shape. I then took it up and took it to the table where I could then work on it a lot easier and get the shape that I wanted, hammer it through, get it as smooth as I could possibly make it. Kind of a concept rather than like a full finishing and completely beautiful piece of rear mudguard. So at the end I wasn't really 100% sure how I was going to get the rear mudguard. Obviously it's got that little split in it, it's a bit wobbly, it's a bit flimsy. How I was going to tie that in with also the number plate holder and also the little double plate light. Also my indicators, I wasn't really sure. Obviously the bike is a lot shorter now, we don't have a lot of space for indicators. So I ended up going with kind of like a little hoop that goes around the rear wheel. Number plate holder and indicators and lights and stuff, they can all brake lights, they all come off of that.
Working on the shadow tank was really difficult. Like I said, I've never done any bodywork before. I've not really done any metalwork. I've not done anything. So this was, for me, I had no idea where to even start. We were also finding it really difficult to get tools in the kind of small tank hole to try and push the dents out from the inside. So Dad showed me what he would do. What we basically did was weld some pegs onto the outer skin of the tank, into the middle of the dent, and hammering them back out when we heated the metal. There were a lot of dents in this tank, a lot of stone chips and things like that, which were easy to get rid of, but the really big dents, I'm not sure if someone put something across the bike, because there's a dent that runs all the way across the top of the bike, and it's a really deep one, and then we have loads of dents on the side and on the curved parts of the bike, so maybe someone dropped it a few times as well, I'm not really sure. And then once those are hammered out, we could then grind down any extra metal, cut them off, grind it down, smooth it out. We're not trying to get it perfect with this step, we're just trying to get it in the overall correct shape. Then obviously once we body filler it, it can then smooth out. Yeah, that was Dad making it look really super easy. It was now my turn. Like I said before, I've not done bodywork. I'm going to keep saying it over and over again. I've not done bodywork and I've not done metal work or anything like that before. This is literally my first time.
This is taking way longer than I thought it would. So let me show you what I've done so far. It literally looks like I've done practically nothing. But here we go. So I've taken the sticker off. I've also started working on this kind of area here with like some stone chips that we had. I went a bit too deep there, I got into the metal. And some kind of deep scratches. You can kind of still see them where they started off. Oh, focus please. Some kind of deeper scratches and stuff. I haven't even started the other side, so we've just kind of gone from this kind of section that much.